So today's training, as you see here and as I pinned it down below, is how to build a following from zero. So this training is for you if you are currently stuck in your follower growth, if you just started your business, if you're new to Instagram, if you still don't know how to work Instagram and all of that, then this training will be from you, because this is what I would do if I was starting my account from zero. If all of a sudden the FitBoss tribe just stopped existing and I had to do my account all over again, these are the steps that I would take in order to build my following again. And not just build my following with random followers. That is not what we want to do. We want to build it with ideal clients, with people who are interested in what we have to sell, are interested in our offers, would be interested and benefit from what we'll be putting in our content and in our profile. So that is your main goal, and that is what I want to teach you today. So the first thing that I would do, and let me put it right here, is to define your niche. That is the first thing. Before anything else, before I start creating content, before I start thinking about anything about selling my products, about anything, I have to define my niche. And your niche is basically, what will your account be about? You are creating an account. Maybe you just started out. Maybe you have no clue how to do it. What is your account about? That's the first question I want you to ask yourself. And if you have a pen and paper, like, write these down or take a screenshot and answer them later if you are not able to do that right now. But I want you to answer, what is your account about? And if you guys want to drop what your accounts are about down below, I would love to see it. And the next question I want you to ask yourself is, what are your content pillars? So content pillars are just basically topics that you will be talking about on your stories, through your content, over and over and over again. And usually what I like to do is I advise you to pick 3 to 5 content pillars that you can stick to and talk about, because this is going to help your new audience, whoever comes in, whoever jumps onto your page, know exactly what you're about. So for example, my content pillars are, of course, network marketing. You guys know that I love teaching about network marketing. I love talking about network marketing. I love the industry. So one of my content pillars is network marketing. The second content pillar, of course, is Instagram. That is what I'm teaching you today. Instagram is another content pillar. And the third content pillar, it could be sales. I do love to talk all about sales and how to get more sales in your business. So these are different content pillars that I can rotate and talk about over and over and over again in my content, and I'll never run out of ideas. And whoever is interested in network marketing, in Instagram, in growing your sales, they will follow me, because that is what I will be talking about constantly, nonstop. And those are your basically your content pillars are basically like your umbrellas. And then underneath that, you have all these different topics that you can talk about. For example, on Instagram, I could talk about content, I could talk about stories, I could talk about captions, I could talk about reels, I could talk about defining your niche on Instagram. Like, there's so many different topics that I can talk about. So I'll never run out of ideas. The next thing, hopefully content pillars is something that you have already established. If not, think about it. What would be 3 to 5 topics that incorporate your business, incorporate your products, and that you can talk about over and over again? The next thing that I want you to ask yourself is, who is your ideal client? This one is key. Who is your ideal client? I know so many of you start your accounts, start promoting your products, start promoting your business, and you don't know who exactly you're talking to. Because let me tell you, one of the things that I disagree the most when it comes to network marketing, because I used to hear this so much and I still hear it and I still see it, is that as long as someone has a pulse, they are your people. They can buy your products. No, that is a big no for me, because you cannot attract everybody, and you cannot think that everybody's going to buy your products, everybody's going to join your business opportunity. It doesn't work that way. You need to have one specific person in mind. You need to have an ideal client, because guess what? Every piece of content that you create is going to speak to that person, to that specific person. And I know a lot of you have some trouble with this when it comes to choosing an ideal client, because you feel like, oh, but what about if I'm leaving behind other people that could join? Let me tell you that if you're trying to speak to everyone, you're going to speak to no one. If you're trying to attract everybody, like, your message is going to get diluted, and you're also going to blend in with everyone else who is selling the exact same product as you. Instead, niche down, specialize yourself to a specific person, a specific problem, and you are going to be able to attract so many more people that way. Now, let's go into the second thing that I would do is to optimize my profile. So this means have a clear username. So a lot of you, and just looking through who's in this live right now, a lot of you have a crazy username with periods, with underscores, with numbers. That doesn't make it easy to remember. It doesn't make it easy to say. Like, for example, if you're having a conversation with someone and your business comes up and you want to tell them like, hey, come, let's follow each other on Instagram. And they're like, oh yeah, what's your Instagram? And you tell them, well, is Karen underscore 5491. And it's like this crazy mess. You want to keep it simple. You want to keep it as short as possible and simple. And one of the things that I like to tell my clients is to use your name. Use your name. If your name is taken, you could put the or I'm or hey in front of it, like the Karen Goodman, or I'm Karen Goodman, or hey Karen Goodman. Like, put that and have it all together. Don't put any dots, don't put any numbers. Keep it short, simple, and to the point, and always brand yourself. Don't brand your company. So many people brand their company. I know a lot of you that I see, that I follow, have their company on the username, and that's not going to attract anybody. You want to be a personal brand. Okay, that is your main goal. So again, have a clear username, make your name searchable. So now we're getting into that bold part of your Instagram, right underneath your profile image. That bold part is searchable. So I want you to put what you do, because that is going to help Instagram. Like, if someone's searching for, let's say, I know a lot of you are fitness coaches here. If someone is searching for a fitness coach and you have fitness coach on that bold area, you are going to pop up, because that place is searchable. If you have anything else, if you have your name, no one is searching for your name there. If you have, let's say if you have like an inspirational quote, no one is searching for that there. So make sure that you have your occupation, your career, like who you are, like your title, and always have that there. Now, the next thing is to make sure your pic is eye-catching. So I see so many, and again, from this live, so many of you are super far away that no one can see who you are. Some of you are, you have a lot of different people in your profile picture. Let's see if I could call someone out, in the sweetest way possible. But, all right. Let's see. Some of you have logos, which there's nothing wrong with that, but if you're a personal brand, it should be you. It should be you. So I don't think a lot of you are not there anymore, but I'm not gonna call out anybody. I don't want to do that, because just make sure that it's a close-up of you and that your background is bright. That is one of the things that I always suggest, because that is going to help you stand out. When you are commenting, let's say you're commenting on someone's post, you're, searching for hashtags, whatever the case may be, or you are on stories, when people see that profile picture, that tiny little circle, and they see your face up close and they see a bright colored background, they're going to be intrigued. They're going to be like, who is this person? And they're going to click on you. If you have something super far away, if you will have glasses on, they're not going to be able to connect with you. So make sure that your picture is eye-catching. The next thing is to write your bio explaining who you help. So the first thing that you should have is your I help statement on your bio that says who exactly you help and how do you help them. That needs to be the first line, because again, anybody who's jumping on your profile needs to know, hey, is this girl for me? Is this person for me? Is this profile for me? What can I get? Know this. Anytime someone finds you on Instagram, they don't know you, they don't trust you, they don't like you, they don't know what you're about, but they go into your profile, they're gonna read your bio and they're gonna see if this person is going to help them. Like, they're always asking, what is in it for me? The next thing is to create a start here highlights. So I don't know if you guys use highlights or not. If you don't, get on it, but you can actually get so much from highlights. Now, one of the things that I would suggest is to create a start here highlight, which basically what it will have is your story, what you're about, like why did you start your business and who you're trying to help. And preferably this is like story slides of you talking to the camera and saying what your account is about, saying who you help, saying what your mission is. And that right there will be a highlight, and you can name it Start Here. So whoever finds you, they go straight to that highlight and they'll know what you're about. The next thing is your personal brand. So after I defined my niche, after I clarified my bio, I'm gonna go into my personal brand. And this is a personal brand, and I could get into it like deeper, but not in this training. But I broke down what you can do to get started. So the first thing is to choose 2 to 3 fonts and stick with them. That is so your whole feed looks cohesive. The next thing is have 3 to 4 colors. 3 to 4 colors that define your brand, that define who you help, that attract your ideal audience. And then stick with those colors. Don't always be changing them. Stick with those colors. And that could be like the colors that you use for your highlights, the color that you use for graphics, the color that you use for your stories. So you have these 3 to 4 colors defined. The next thing is to think about how you want your audience to feel when they find you. That's how you base your colors and your fonts. Like, how do I want my audience to feel? You know, different colors scream out different things. And again, I could get way deeper in that, but I do inside Slay Your Brand. It's a course that I have all about personal branding, but your colors really stand out and really speak to an ideal audience. The next thing is have branded templates. So I love to use Canva, you guys know. And with Canva, I always have templates already made for me that I reuse over and over and over to have a cohesive feed in my Instagram. And this is something you can do as well. And if you're not a designer like I am, you can always get my templates. I have over 100 templates that you can purchase for only $27, and you could change the colors, you can brand it yourself, but at least you'll have templates that you can use over and over and over again. So that is where I would go next, because even though we're in 2022 and like the feed doesn't matter as much, like it doesn't have to be perfect, it doesn't have to be cohesive, but having a brand, having like specific posts that defines who you are and defines your brand is key. One of the things that I love about my brand is that if you see it on stories, or if you see a post on like a feed on your search or something, you would know it's me. You would know it's coming from the Fit Boss tribe. And that's what I want for you guys as well. So the next thing that I would do if I was starting from scratch is to post content. So let's just say you're starting from 0 followers. Let's just say you wanted to start at 0, you wanted a new account, or you just started your business and you don't want to combine your personal account, so you start from scratch. The first thing I would do is to post 9 posts at once so new followers can see what you're about, basically. Because I see so many of you that start new accounts, you want to start fresh, and you only have one post, your introduction post, or maybe some of you don't even have any posts. And if you're trying to attract people and you have only one post or two posts, people are gonna be like, oh, this person's not active, or whatever the case may be, and they're not gonna follow you. But if they already get to see 9 posts from you, then there's more chances of them following you. Another thing that I want you to start doing is to plan your content and mix content pillars with the content types. So we went over content pillars. Those are just the topics, the different topics that you're going to be going over. On your profile. And then the content types are educational, storytelling, perspective posts. I did a whole live training on this, I believe last month. But mix those up. And then the other thing is to also post different formats. I see so many of you still just posting images. And right now, images are getting the least engagement ever. If you post an image, I promise you probably will not get that many likes, that many follows, that many saves, none of that. Because Instagram right now is actually, preferring reels. You guys know this. I've been preaching reels for I don't know how long. It's still the hot thing. So if you are not posting reels, you're being left behind by the algorithm. Definitely post reels. Carousel posts, which is just multiple posts, multiple images in one post. And those are also still hot because they keep your reader, they keep your audience on your post. And Instagram wants that. Instagram wants you to stay on this platform for as much as possible. So again, post different formats, reels, carousels. Images are still good, just don't have your whole profile be images. And of course, videos as well. How about FitCamp flyers? Is that okay? Oh, okay, I like that because let me tell you, I used to post FitCamp flyers, but that was back in 2017, 2018. So the algorithm wasn't, hating on that. So for FitCamp flyers, I would actually do reels instead. Do a reel, film your fit camp, and do a reel instead. And then put fit camp, put the information, when is that, what time, where, but make a reel about it. You could also do a carousel post. You do a carousel post. The front one, the first image will be your fit camp flyer. Let's say it says fit camp, it has a little image, but then also put a carousel, put different images of what they can expect. First put the image of your fit camp of basically the cover, then put when and where, and then after that you can put also what can they expect, what type of workouts, what do they get out of it, all these bullet points of the benefits of coming to your fit camp. That's a way of doing it in a carousel post. And then of course you could have the image as well, and it just be your flyer. But you can do that flyer in many different formats. So after posting content, so let me recap. We have defining your niche, optimizing your profile, your personal brand, posting content. The next thing, it would be your hashtags. So hashtags are still a thing, even though Instagram is kind of moving towards more SEO, search engine optimization, which just means now what you write in your caption matters. What you put in your bio matters, because Instagram is searching all the keywords that you're using and then categorizing them. But hashtags are still a thing. Hashtags, you can still use hashtags and get found through hashtags. So what I'll suggest, if you're starting from scratch or you don't know what you're doing yet on Instagram, create 3 sets of hashtags, each having about 20 to 30 hashtags in those sets that you know that your ideal client is searching for. This is key. And use hashtags related to your niche. So related to what we already discussed, related to your products, related to the audience that you want to attract. And your location if you want to build in your area. Now, one thing I would say with hashtags is do not use your company's hashtag. Do not. I see this so much. I see this I don't know how many. No one is searching for your company's hashtag. All you're doing there is basically getting other people from your company to follow you. And to be honest, I don't think you want that. Like, yes, it's good for collaboration maybe, but as clients, as someone you want in your team, they already have a team. They already have the product, so it's not helping you. So definitely do not use your company's hashtag on your post, because it won't do you any good, basically. So that's on hashtags. Definitely make sure that you have 3 sets and put them on your notes app that you can reuse over and over on your posts. And one of the websites, let me see if I can search for it. One of the websites I use to just get started, let me see if it's that one, with hashtags, yes, is best-hashtags.com. All right, so that is the website that I use for hashtags, because you can literally put like maybe your niche. If you are in the beauty industry, you could put beauty, you could put hair, you could put fitness, you could put whatever hashtag that you think your audience is searching for, and then it will give you similar hashtags. So let's put, since I'm in the computer right now, let's put fitness. So when I put fitness, what I get is fitness motivation, bodybuilding, training, personal trainer, lifestyle, exercise, weight loss, fitness model, healthy lifestyle. So things like that. And you can choose 20 to 30 that, you know, are more related to your niche and the type of people that you want to attract. So definitely make your 3 sets and always have them ready for when you are posting. And then the next thing, the last thing I should say that I would do is build community. This is the last thing that I would do if I was starting my account from scratch. If I just started out on Instagram, is build community. This is important, guys. This is one of the things that I see missed the most. So start engaging with your new followers. You have new followers, start engaging with them. Go to their posts, comments, and leave a genuine comment. Look at their stories. Answer their stories, like ask a question in their stories or answer their polls. A lot of you always ask me, how come no one is interacting with my polls? And then I ask you, like, how many polls have you interacted with? And if the answer is 0, then that is why they're not interacting with you. And this is how you build relationships. Always go with the mentality of building relationships, not trying to sell to anybody. You're just building relationships, because guess what? The more you get your audience to know, like, and trust you, the more they're going to buy from you. So always build relationships, build a community in your Instagram. Don't just think of your followers as followers or as numbers. Think of them as a community. I have all of you here. You're part of my community. You're part of the Fit Boss tribe. So I love to like help you guys out. I'm always talking on the DMs. I'm not trying to sell anything to anybody. You guys, if you get, like, if you end up buying something from me, it's because we had a conversation and you asked me. It's never like, hey, I never pitch anybody anything in the DMs. But I always start conversations. I always give tips like I am tonight. I go above and beyond, and that's what I want you to do for your audience as well. Build that community. Another thing is to always add a CTA to your stories and to your posts. So many of you are showing your products or showing your daily routine or showing things on stories, but then you don't have a CTA at the end. You don't have a call to action. And it doesn't have to be buy my products, join my team, none of that. It's just simply like a way for them to interact with you. And the same with your posts. If you want more engagement on your post, ask a question. Finish your post with a call to action for them to either share or ask you something, or if they like the post, to give you like their favorite emoji or something like that. But all of that builds community over time. So those are the things that I would do if I was starting from scratch. By the way, for those of you who haven't seen my stories, who don't know, I do have a live masterclass coming March 14. This is a live masterclass that you will learn how to build your business, your network marketing business part-time with just 2 hours a day. So if you're interested in learning, if right now you feel overwhelmed with work, with your full-time job, with house things, with kids, with life, and you're trying to build your business, but it's just not working out. There's you feel like there's not enough hours to work your business, then this masterclass is definitely for you. It's going to teach you how I built my business part-time. I used to work a full-time job up until like 3 years ago. I was working a full-time job and I built my business part-time. And I want to tell you and I want to show you and teach you exactly how I did it, exactly how I was able to, with just 2 hours a day. That's all you need. It doesn't have to be crazy. You don't have to be stuck to this phone all day, every day. I promise you that. Just 2 hours a day, you can build a sustainable business. You can build your business, scale it, and be able to actually make a full-time income from your business. And I want to show you that in this masterclass. So if you are interested in learning how, click the link in my bio. It's the first link and you can register there. It's going to be a live masterclass March 14. If you cannot make it live, that is okay. You will have access to the replay. So thank you again for being here. I hope to see you on the live masterclass, and I'll see you on the next training as well, or on my stories or on my DMs. But thank you. I'll see you guys later.